We had a wonderful day out. Our tour guide Jay was amazing and kept us updated from the minute of booking. We booked the English-speaking tour and everything was fantastic. The pickup point was very close to our hotel in Kyoto. The journey was smooth and having the option to secure tickets for the boat and cable car in advance was a bonus. Highly recommend this tour and tour guide Jay. He was well organized, very informative, friendly and very funny. It was a long journey from Osaka, and you are advised in advance not to drink too much water as the bus does not stop at rest stops. We only stopped at Kyoto to pick up more passengers joining the tour and headed straight for Amanohashidate. The tickets for the chairlift/monorail and Ine Funaya boat tour are not included in the package, so do prepare some cash to pay it to the tour guide who will purchase the tickets for you. The chairlift moves pretty slowly so it isn't that scary, but make sure to hold on to your belongings well so they don't fall. We ate at the restaurant recommended by the tour guide, Hashidate Ine, and really enjoyed the food there, especially the hamburg platter. Our tour guide also provided us with a 10% off voucher for this restaurant. Please make sure you give enough time allowance, up to an hour or more, for you to head down from Amanohashidate View Lane to the restaurant in the town area and eat your meal. There may be a long waiting time if the restaurant is crowded. For the boat tour, the seagulls and eagles were the most exciting. I found the in-boathouses to look kind of underwhelming in real life, but it might just be because of the season and weather when we went. The waters might look more blue in the summer. Overall, we enjoyed this tour and loved seeing Kyoto by the sea. What truly stood out was Andrew's engaging storytelling, which brought the sights to life in a way that made us feel like we were part of the history we were exploring. Whether it was explaining the intricate details of landmarks or offering fascinating local anecdotes, Andrew made everything so interesting. Superb. Absolutely loved Kyoto. Visited Amanohashidate Ine for the first time. My favorite was definitely the seagull feeding on the boat ride. Was a wonderful experience. Every stop was allocated with ample timing. Smile. Thank you, Jay. I'm very satisfied with the Kyoto day tour with guide Joan Sung-jun. During our first trip to Japan with my 3rd and 8th grade children, we chose the Kyoto tour, especially the Amanohashidate Ine village, which were more enjoyable, to rest a bit after touring Universal Studios. The children who went there also said that they liked it because they could feel the Japanese atmosphere in a quiet place rather than at Universal Studios where there were too many people. In particular, the guide, despite his pollen allergy, worked really hard to interpret for us in Korean/Chinese. I could also see him trying hard to provide as much information as possible. We couldn't ask for pictures wherever we went, so all we could take were selfies, but thanks to the guide, we were able to take pretty family pictures, which made us even happier. As you explained, if I get the chance later, I would like to stay at a guest house in Ine Village. Thank you for giving us so many pretty memories. Oh, by the way, if you're planning on eating lunch later, make sure to wait at least an hour. Miyajima, we tried to get there an hour before the meeting time, but we ended up just waiting around and had to get some bread from the convenience store instead. Even though it's a tourist attraction, the restaurant owners are very laid back. Thank you, Jay, for such a wonderful tour. Thank you for entertaining us in the bus during our travel time. There was never a dull moment with you. 10-star for you, Jay. Heart hands emoji. Amanohashidate is such a wonderful place. And is beautiful. It's worth the trip. I recommend it if you start from Kyoto. Kyoto 2 hours. Osaka 3 hours. Bought extra ticket 20-50 yen/person for cable chair and ship, pay cash with guide. Tour guide's English was a bit difficult to understand but overall okay. Our one-day trip to Amanohashidate Ine was wonderful. Despite the rain, all activities was enjoyable. The tour guide is very informative and explained many interesting cultural facts about Japan. Time for each stop is reasonable to manage both sightseeing and food. The scenery is really beautiful. Worthwhile trip even though we traveled in a cold season with rain. Jay the guide is wonderful and very attentive. We'll book again when visiting Japan in a different season to see another side of Ine.